Hello, everyone. We're here for Compliance Solutions, the show, and I'm here today as Donna Marie Saratella, the Queen of Compliance. We have an incredible show lined up for you today. My special guest is Joe Kenemore. He is the founder of Mailbox Power.
Co-founder.
Co-founder.
Yes, and
We don't want to
co-CEO.
leave anybody
Yep,
out.
nope.
Co-CEO
Yep.
and co-founder of Mailbox Power, which is an upcoming company that's here to stay. Doing great, isn't it, Joe?
Yes, ma'am. We are doing great.
Fantastic. Well, we're here today to talk about networking, branding, building, marketing, and mindset. I really want to ask you a couple questions about your mindset.
Oh,
Everything you touch turns to gold, and I
Okay.
want to know why that
Okay,
is.
let's do it.
So let's do it.
All right.
Well, why don't we introduce Mailbox Power? Why don't
Okay.
you go ahead and tell them what it's all about?
Okay, Mailbox Power. Are you ready?
I'm
well,
ready.
you know what Mailbox Power is. I need to tell everybody else.
Tell everybody else.
Okay, Mailbox Power is a customer engagement platform. And what does that even mean? Those are kind of big words all strung together, right? Well, we help you communicate with your customers or find new customers through the mailbox. And by the way, we believe in an omni-channel approach to your communication, and the mailbox is one channel. Text is another channel, email is another channel, social media is another channel, but the mailbox, if you're leaving the mailbox out, you're making a mistake, right? What's old is new. You ever heard that term? Well, guess what? The mailbox is new.
Well,
For everybody,
fantastic.
especially the millennials. Did you know the millennials love the mailbox?
I love getting mail.
Yeah, see?
I
See?
just love it.
Yeah, put my name on it and send it to me. I'm happy. Yeah. Anyway, and we have some awesome solutions for the network marketing direct selling community that I believe will change the game.
Give me
sure.
one. Tell me one thing that's going
One
to change
thing?
the game.
Okay.
Come on.
Everybody listening knows this, right?
Oh, what is that?
Okay, I know. What is that? Well, when somebody new signs up in network marketing, in the business side of it, what happens? This thing.
Yes.
All of a sudden it weighs 500 pounds and they can't get it off their desk to pick it up and call anybody and tell them they're in this new business, right?
Right.
But what if they were able to just send out a quick little note on a greeting card that just says, hey, Donna Marie, I got involved in this new business and I was too chicken to reach out to you and call you, but I'd be honored to have you as a customer. Would you mind taking a look? And there's a QR code there. All of a sudden, that door just got kicked open. That was closed because of, call reluctance is what I've named it. Call reluctance. People in the network that are brand new in network marketing, they have call reluctance. We all have call reluctance.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we just don't want to pick up the phone. Donna Marie, I've known you for a long time. The one thing you've never wanted, I don't want to pick up the phone and make cold call sales call. No, I don't want to do that. Why would I do that? And that's where Mailbox Power comes into play, where you can actually communicate with your warm market, your friends, or the cold market to attract new customers. We're just using a different approach. We're using the mailbox and everything is personalized so it doesn't look like junk mail.
Great idea.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
working.
phenomenal. I love mailing things, stamps, going to the post office, opening up the mailbox, getting the stuff. I love it. I think it's the greatest thing. So I'm real excited about what you've got.
Awesome.
And of course, I'm using it. So I'm
Yes.
sending things out to people and getting reactions to all these incredible gifts that we're sending.
Reactions.
Yes,
Yes.
reactions.
Engagement.
Tell me, what was your mindset when you decided to start Mailbox Power? Where were you thinking?
Well, here's the honest truth. I was kind of doing nothing at the time, and my two partners, they're the programmers, and they created this wonderful software platform. And they called me and said, hey, we know you're not doing anything right now. Are you interested in coming and taking a look at this and see if, you might play our CEO and see if we can make this work? And I'm like, yeah, I'll come check it out. And I got there and I looked at it and I'm like, this is amazing. This is completely different than anybody else has. This is top shelf, high quality software as a service platform that really, it wasn't just greeting cards. And, all of these folks that call themselves our competitors, the only thing they personalize is a greeting card. We personalize everything.
Yes.
I don't care what it is. If it's brownies or a laser engraved a bowl, it just doesn't. We've got everything is personalized. And I don't know how many SKUs we have. I know there's hundreds of SKUs. And you can personalize darn near everything. And it is just a phenomenal platform to reach out and touch someone in a unique and different way. And I'm going to ask your audience something really quick. I'm going to speak directly to the camera for
Go
them.
for it.
Listen, when was the last time you received a gift from somebody you're doing business with that said, thank you for doing business with me? When was the last time you received a birthday card or a half birthday card from a company you're doing business with? If you want to be different, this is a way to be different. And it's a big deal. If you'll just thank your customers, right, and recognize them on their special day, your business is going to grow. It's going to flourish. It's just a part of the deal. Want referrals that you've never been getting before? Thank your customers for doing business. Send them a gift. Don't just send them a greeting card thanking them, and that's okay. If that's all you can afford, that's okay. It's better than nothing. But what I'm saying is if somebody in your direct sales business spends $150 for a package, why would you not spend $10 to send them a thank you card and a little gift that just says thank you?
Absolutely.
Would that be different?
Yes. Yes.
Please. Yes, it will be different.
Game changer.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So not only can we communicate without this threatening phone thing, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I know. I get it. Use the mailbox. They'll call you. It'll be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, totally. Just a game changer for sure. But the thought process was my partners had started this, and I had came and I'd seen it, and I'd kind of played in the space before. It had been 8 years. So it was like, we got to come back to this and look at this again. And we started as a direct sales network marketing company.
I know you did.
So for me, it was like, oh my goodness. Whoa. And, starting from scratch, right? Well, a lot of people don't understand, how network marketing companies get started. And they get started by an owner or somebody creating the first spark. And then the second spark, and the third, and the 10th, and the 100th, and the 1000th spark. They have to keep doing what they tell the field to do, right? It's, you know what I mean? The people out in the field in these network marketing companies, they have to be engaged and going and never stop. And I kind of had to be that guy. I had to be that one that was out there that was constantly relentless. Just don't stop. I won't shut up. Sorry, and just do the deal. But, getting into this, I just saw an opportunity to help businesses, to help realtors and insurance agents, and anybody at direct sellers.
Yes.
Handyman, it doesn't matter. I can help. Yeah, that's the deal. I can make your phone ring is typically what I tell folks. What do? I make your phone ring. Do you want your phone to ring with new customers?
Yes.
That's what I do.
Yes, we do. Tell me about your network is your net worth. I've heard this. I've heard this term, and I think you use this term.
I do.
Tell me about it.
Yes. Your network equals your net worth.
Okay.
And I always kind of back it up with this. If you don't treat your network like gold, you are going to lose. So, your network, how big is your network? If you have a massive network, I'm assuming your income is pretty massive as well. If you have a small network, it's probably pretty small. You need to meet new people. You need to nurture those relationships. You have to constantly stay engaged, with your network, because your network will eventually equal your net worth, whatever that may be and however you're trying to get there. The successful folks in the network marketing direct sales community, you realize a lot of things about them when you hang around them a lot. You know what I mean? And I've hung around a lot of super successful folks in the network marketing space. And you look at what they do and how they do it, they're constantly meeting new people. They're constantly engaged in relationship building activities. And it's an amazing thing when you watch them work a room, right? They work a room. They get it. They're at work always. They're meeting new people. They're constantly trying to create new relationships where relationships didn't exist before, and not always just selling to them. It's creating that relationship, because when that relationship happens, there's always this thing about, I got to be known, liked, and trusted, right? For people to do business with me.
Right.
Which means I have to have a relationship, I have to nurture the relationship. There's always a word that's missing. One of my best friends, Casey Eberhard, you know him?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And he's like, we have to be known, liked, trusted, and remembered. And remembered at the time of a purchase. Because if you're not remembered at the time of a purchase, you're screwed.
Right.
They're going to call whoever they remember at the time. But it's such a big deal to nurture your network and consistently nurture your network. Now, one of the things about Mailbox Power, and I don't want to keep harping on Mailbox Power, but there's these automated features that we have. You want somebody to get something once a month for a year, every 90 days get a gift for 3 years.
Wow.
I've got you covered. It just depends on what level you want to participate. Just want to send postcards? Sure, we got you covered on that too. It really just, how do you want to nurture that network? How do you want to nurture those relationships? And this is hard for a lot of people to understand, but sometimes you have to segment, right? So I've got this network.
Right.
But over here are these high dollar folks that spend a lot of money with me. And sometimes it's best to segment that list out and have this list of my high-end customers, and then there's everybody else. And I'm not saying you treat them or love them any differently.
Right.
And sometimes the gifts might be different. You know,
a little bit different.
Sometimes, you know, hey, if somebody spends $1 million a year with you, is your gift to be different than if somebody spends $10 a year with you? Probably. Just a guess, right?
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, your network, it truly is your net worth in the end. So,
and you've got it covered. No matter what you need, you've got it covered with Mailbox Power.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about advice. You give good advice. I want to know this. What advice do you have for each of the stages, the discovering, the building, and the maintaining your network? For direct sellers, since we're talking about compliance solutions and direct sellers, we want to know how that applies to the direct selling community.
Okay, so discover, like finding somebody, right?
Yeah, discovering, then building, and then maintaining.
Okay, so I have to find new people, right? So there's a couple of ways that happens. Now, I've got a friend, Michael Zappia. This is the guy who, you know him, he could walk into a Starbucks and walk out with 5 names with business cards and have 5 new friends. Well, that's not me. It just doesn't work like that for me. I'm a little bit different guy like most people are. I'm assuming most people out here in your audience are a little bit different. So how do I meet new people? Well, there's this funny thing about postcards and personalization that can bring you new people. Now, a lot of the mail, when you get your mail, right? People call it junk mail. Well, I'm going to tell you, most of you out there, listen, this is what you do. You go to your mailbox and you grab everything from the mailbox and you walk in the house. Now, you know, some of us that are a little older, we're still looking for checks with our names on it. They just don't happen to be there much anymore. But we take our mail into the home and we separate it into 2 piles. There's the pile, which really, if it had my name on it, it goes into this pile. If it didn't, it goes into this pile. And we actually engage with this mail that has our name on it. And at Mailbox Power, we have a way for you to build a list of people. We have what's called a list builder. Do you want to find somebody who's interested in health and nutrition or beauty that also is an opportunity seeker? I can deliver those to you. Like, you can buy all of those names and addresses and actually mail directly to them to help you find new people in your direct sales business. Or take, for instance, somebody in the weight loss game. Well, we all know that, you know, I'm not looking for a 22-year-old for weight loss, because chances are they're running around the block still and still spun out and just doing their thing, and they're looking fine.
And they can eat anything.
Right. But then there was me. I turned 45 and I was like, whoa, where'd all this come from? And what happened here? And, you know, you start taking and creating a list of people with actual names that fit the criteria of your business and your model. And whether it be weight loss or opportunity or people who love to cook, it just doesn't matter. Our list builder is absolutely phenomenal in a specific geographical area too. Could be in your neighborhood. Imagine you're in your neighborhood and you just want to send 100 postcards to 100 of your neighbors, which will put their name on it, that says, hey, I just got started in Pampered Chef and I'm holding a party and I'd love to have you over. Well, out of 100 of your neighbors, somebody's going to go, oh, I really like those Pampered Chef products. Maybe I do need to go to that party. Or I'm in weight loss, or I'm in health and nutrition. And I walk every morning. If you'd like to come walk and get healthy with me, here's my number. Here's how to get a hold of me. And by the way, I've got some products that you could use to help you drop some of that weight a little quicker. Anyway, I think there's a lot of ways that people don't understand that they can use the mailbox in the direct sales and network marketing space. That's really starting to come to fruition. Now, that's just the find. Now, once you found them, what do you do now? How do you, what was your next word? Was it?
Building. Building and maintaining.
Right, so building a relationship.
Right.
And maintaining that relationship. And it's really simple. I mean, you know, I tell everybody the same thing. I've told you this, Donna Marie, and I'm going to tell your audience now. If you'll just do 2 things, just 2 things, right? This will differentiate you from your competition and will help you keep your customers. Number 1, I want you to deliver a thank you gift. Don't have to do it through me, do it through whoever you want, but deliver a thank you gift with a card that profusely thanks them for the business. Like you really get out there and go, hey, Donna Marie, not only do I appreciate your business, but every employee, at Mailbox Power appreciates your business. And we just love you. And we're so thankful that you use us and trust us. And we appreciate you and we look forward to doing business with you in the future with a gift.
Oh, how nice.
I mean, and we're talking about spending $10 or less, right? How is that going to make your customer feel? Well, let me tell you how it's going to make them feel. They're going to feel like not cheating on you and not quitting and leaving you. That's how it's going to make them feel, right? Because they're going to feel like they have a relationship with you. Now, number 2, send them a birthday card. And if you want to step it up a notch, send them a half birthday card. Or maybe a birthday card and a gift. Whatever you choose, but just those 2 things, it just sets you apart. And let me tell you, it's automated. For you takers out there, or those folks that just, you're not that type of person, we got your back, okay? I mean, you have a new customer, we can set up an automation. All you gotta do is add somebody's name and address and it's done and over. We'll take care of the rest for you. So that's the building part. You have to build that relationship to maintain that customer. And that doesn't matter if you're in direct sales or not. Every business should be doing that same exact thing.
Consistently.
Yes, and never stop.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Tell your customers you love them and they'll never leave.
It's a great
Weird.
idea in the first of the month when you're doing it all manually.
Right.
By the end of the month, I don't have time.
No, it's really hard. And a lot of people think, if it's automated, it's not personal. And no, not true. So, when you go to the mailbox, you grab a box. What are you going to get? Well, I'm going to open the box first. And who sent me that box?
Yeah.
Right? Got it. Check. Yeah. So anyway, building relationships is just be consistent and let them know you love them. That's it. Don't sell them anything. You already did that.
All right. I got a tough question for you.
Okay. Oh,
okay.
Well, did I hit the last piece? Building
maintaining.
and
Maintaining. We have to go there.
Yeah, and maintaining your network. So, maintaining your network. Let's talk about direct sales really quick for a minute. So, recognition, right?
Yes.
Grown men die for it, babies cry for it, right? You just got to get on the recognition game.
Yes.
Recognition is the single most important part of probably building a network marketing organization. You're building others up. You're recognizing them for a job well done. Now, I've always heard that a behavior that's recognized will be repeated. Whoa. A behavior that's been recognized will be repeated. Now think about this. Somebody showed up to the first business meeting. Behavior I want to recognize. Oh, they brought their first business builder. Ooh, I want to recognize that. I want all this stuff repeated. They actually sold their first product. I definitely want to recognize that. They did their rank advancement, right? I mean, and they reached a certain volume level in their organization. All of these things that can be recognized, that will be repeated when recognized. And it's not everybody, folks. Not everybody's gonna, but I can tell you a majority of folks getting involved in direct sales and network marketing, they need a community to belong to. And they want to be recognized. And as sad as it is, this is not me. I want the check. I don't want my name in lights. I want the check. And there are a lot of you folks out there that are just like me, but listen, most of your organizations in direct sales, they need something bigger to belong to, something that's bigger than them. They don't care about the money. They need a group to be involved with. They need that somebody who's going to mentor them, somebody who's going to invite them into the group and love on them and recognize them. And that's how you maintain that group for a long period of time. Go out and look at those folks.
Yeah.
Those leaders that are out there.
They want to belong to a
do.
Community.
Yes, but they practice this. They practice recognition. You'll see them shouting people out on social media. Such and such just did this, or such and such just did that. And it's like, wow, you know what I mean? That's the stuff that keeps people around and brings them back.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Works for me.
Okay, now the tough questions.
Now the tough question. I got 2 good ones for you. This is going to be good. If you could send a mailbox power to someone from your childhood, who would it be and why? Dum, dum, dum.
Wow. Yep.
Got
I
him.
have to talk to the cinematographer. I'm going to need some Jeopardy music or something here for a
I'm
minute.
coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody from my childhood that I could, and I would send it to him now.
Yeah, you could send it to him now. Who would it be?
Wow. You ready?
The wheels are turning. I see them
This
turning.
is just weird though, but I'll do it
Okay.
anyway. Okay.
What?
So when I was a child growing up, there was a photographer that did our family photos.
Oh.
And you know, when you look back at the craft that the photographers practiced before digital,
Oh.
it was a much tougher game. A much tougher game. If I could send him a note that just says, hey, thank you for putting so much time and effort into your craft because you left me with a legacy. You left me with images that I can cherish for the rest of my life.
Yes.
That I can actually digitize and put on a greeting card or send to my family. Say, hey, you know, or send to my brother, you know, when he looked like a snot-nosed little brat, right? Like, hey, I'm laughing at you, right? But yeah, that would be fun to send something to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
definitely.
that's a good one.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah,
You're reaching.
I
Now
had
I've
to
got
think
one
for a
for you
minute.
to reach a little bit more.
Really?
Yeah. If you could send a Mailbox Power card to anyone in the world, who would it be?
Wow.
Think hard. You got to know these answers because people are going to be asking these questions, Joe.
To anyone in the world.
To anyone in the world. I've even been thinking about who I would send one to.
And did you come up with an answer?
I think Oprah.
Really?
Oprah. Yeah, I think I would send Oprah one
Okay.
because when I was growing up, she was who really opened my eyes to things, and I really appreciated her show and her education now, and you know, she's moving in that direction. I like that direction she's moving in. So maybe Oprah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's
off
a
the
good
top
answer.
Of my head,
that's a good answer. You know, I'm trying to go a little deeper, but you know, Steve Jobs came to mind first.
Yeah,
I'm like, boy, I would love to, you know, I'd love to show him what I got going on at Mailbox Power. He was such a, you know, perfectionist, and you know, everything was about the brand, and you know, all this stuff. And I'm just like, wow, I would love to, you know, but I just, you know, there's a lot of folks who are going to be listening who are going to understand this. I am so in my bubble. Like thinking outside of my bubble, like, oh, there are other humans on the planet, aren't there? Oh gosh, you know, I don't know who that would be today. I really don't. I think, you know, like, I don't want to talk about politics.
You have to
somebody
think about it, because then I want to know why you haven't done it yet. I want to know who it is and why you haven't done it yet.
I send stuff every day, Donna Marie.
I'm sending one to Oprah. Then that's it.
That's it?
I'm sending a card to Oprah.
Can I help?
Yeah, and a present. Some kind of present.
Yeah. And if your phone rings from Oprah, will you record it and tell me about it?
I'll record it, and I'll make sure she knows who you are. I'll make her watch this.
Okay, awesome.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
I love it.
All right. Well, what else do we want to talk about? The network marketing industry is going through some things right now with the FTC, and everything that's going on in network marketing is just built on compliance. And I really wanted to have you on the show today to not talk about compliance.
Okay.
But do you have anything in the compliance arena? I know you're an affiliate program.
We are.
So you're not subject to some of these
Right.
situations from the FTC, but you know what's going on a little bit there.
I do. I've built a network marketing organization, so I understand it. I get it. You know, I guess my advice would be pretty simple. Don't overinflate anything. Don't exaggerate. You know, hey, you know how much money she's making?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You know how that just I mean, it just snowballs into something it's never, you know, because it starts out as, you know, she's making $2,500 a month. Can you believe it?
Oh, yeah.
And the next person, oh, it's $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
And pretty soon they're making $100K a month.
Right.
And what? You know, and it's an income claim. And, you know, we don't want to participate in those types of things. And for the most part, all the companies I see, you're enough. Your product's enough. Your comp plan's enough. Just go work the plan and work your deal, and don't exaggerate anything. Don't make income claims. Don't make product claims. Just keep it clean.
Yes.
It's so much easier that way.
It is. It is.
I mean, you know, I mean, easier. And I say this, you know, because, you know, business can be hard, and building a network marketing organization can be hard. You get people in there that want to, go get a picture in front of a Ferrari and show it off.
Right.
And we know that's not right. I mean,
Right.
we know that happened in the past, and it caused people to come and, join organizations. And when they found out it wasn't real, what happened? They left. They never made it.
Yep.
And it's just, like I said, you're enough. Your company's enough.
Great advice.
And your compensation plan's enough.
Great
and
advice.
Don't think it's not, because you are.
That's great advice, Joe Kenemore.
Yeah.
We love you here at
There
Direct
you go.
Selling Solutions.
Awesome.
And
I
we're
love
so
you.
glad you came to our backyard to talk with us about Mailbox Power. It is so exciting. I want to talk to you in another year and see how far you've come in that year, see where you're at, and let all the network marketers know that you're available.
Perfect.
It's
Awesome.
a great company.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for taking a listen. And I hope to see you around.
Well, of course, we have to do this.
Oh, it's not for me, though.
The queen of compliance is always watching.
Okay,
And
good.
we can crown you, but we won't. But the queen of compliance is always watching. We appreciate Joe Kenemore coming today to Compliance Solutions Show. And we thank you again for participating. Now let's eat some spaghetti and meatballs.
Let's do it. Boom.